Okay, welcome to my deer blind build part 1. So in this you're going to see us build a blind and pretty much a step by step. I've always wanted a really nice deer blind, and as I'm getting older I think I deserve it at this point. So here we are laying out our first wall. Simple 2x4 build. It's going to be 6 feet tall, 5 feet wide, and 6 feet in depth front to back. I had a 5x5 blind. I think that extra foot
Base for the
gives me
blinds
just a
is
little
5
more.
by 6.
Here's the platform that's
on the
finished,
wall.
and the first wall.
Now we got
3/4
our
inch
4
plywood
wall.
on the platform. Here is the complete frame out in front of my garage here.
As you can see, we
It was a
have
cold
our roof
winter
off
here.
right
Got
now.
snowed out a few times, delayed it.
And
This
we're
is
going to
the
paint, and then we're going to
finished
knock everything down.
building that's all
Yesterday we
sided. I
got
used Smart
door
Side. It's a
hung.
composite
Door lock.
rather than T111. If you're going to use it, there's two different types. Use the structural. The door works great. I gotta tell you, it hung really nice. I had Lowe's mix up some green paint of my choice and exterior, and it worked out really nice. It probably took me, I don't know, 30, 45 minutes to paint it. I like it. It turned out great. All the wood that I used, except for the interior, is pressure treated, and I also stained it just for extra protection there. Those windows are by Shadow Hunter. I actually bought them right through Home
Okay,
Depot.
we got everything
They were $70 for the
offloaded
pair.
off the truck. All the decking and the platform, the 4x. We're getting there. Now it's got to get out that way. Okay, we are a little bit stuck. Got our big load.
We got stuck on our second
Bring the
delivery.
Jeep with the winch today. It sucks. Our chain falling out, but we're gonna get there.
I had a chain fall laying around. I used that in conjunction with my chainsaw, building myself a wooden road to get out. And then we decided to offload everything in the alternate spot about a quarter mile away. Further away, of course. Those are 2x10s by 10. I'm actually using those for the stairs. But I'm going to also utilize them in building like a sled or a skid to drag all those panels out with my quad. You can see I have some panels loaded up, offloaded up, leaning up against a tree already. I don't know how these got out of order a little bit, but there was a branch hanging above it, and I used a nylon sling and was able to throw it over the branch and hook a pulley and a rope. And yeah, it would have been a lot easier with 2 or 3 guys to help unload all that stuff, but with all this social distancing and the corona virus going around, I didn't have that luxury. And my wife helped me as much as she could, and I really appreciate all she did. I'm sure that's just what she wanted to do, is go out and spend a few cold weekends in the woods.
Slow it. Slow down. Okay, come on. Go again. Slow down. Okay, come on. Go again. Easy, easy. Easy. Easy, slow. All right, go ahead.
You can see she scared the crap out of me.
Pull it up.
She accidentally hit the gas too hard.
Good.
But we managed it.
Okay, you put it in park.
Here you see the branch that the sling was on. Just removing all this stuff. I think we wrapped it up for the day, on that particular day. Luckily, I don't live that far. We have 40 acres in the Thumb area of Michigan. And I'm probably an hour and 15 or 20 minutes away. So for me to get up there is nothing. There's the sled I built. Just wrapping it up, adding another brace to the back of the sled. Just a couple of scrap pieces of 3/4 inch ply on the top. But it's actually very rigid, surprisingly. And I wanted to, I think later on I was going to originally wrap it up brace. And I decided to drill some holes in the skids instead. Area on the way to the build site. I spent quite a lot of time clearing it out. Also shooting lanes. But I did need to get around there, and of course if you cut it down, you gotta pick it up. So here we go again. We had to be able to get the quad in there and move and maneuver it. Unloading the ramps for the quad. If anybody's wondering what type of saw that is, it is a 20-inch Johnson Red. It's probably about 17, 18 years old. It has been a fantastic saw for me. I highly recommend them. Here we are backing out and pulling it to where the skid is. I think we're going to load that up with the panels. Oh, I can for the ropes. And the rope goes through, and I actually ended up wrapping the rope around that center brace multiple times anyway to shorten it up. And I just threw the rope over the trailer ball on the deck of the car. It really pulls nice. That's 3/4 inch pressure treated plywood, stained on both sides for extra protection. We latched that down and we took our first load out to the build site. We also had some ropes and cables that were to be used. And our first unload. And here we are taking out our heaviest panel. It's the door panel. It will be the last panel to be installed, so it was the first panel being taken out. My gratuitous drive-by shot. And here we are coming into the build site. Now, these panels aren't really super heavy, but they are super awkward. And I'm always worried, you know, even though the Smart Site is a composite, I'm worried about dropping it on a corner and cracking it or chipping it off. I think they're, I don't know, maybe 3/8 of an inch thick or something. I can't remember. But you can see it's not heavy. I just didn't want to damage it. The door panel is super heavy. It's got a 3/4 inch ply door and all the 2x4 framing and everything. The skid's light enough where you can just pick it up, drag the rear over, and then go to the front and swing it around. And then just position the quad, throw the rope over the trailer hitch ball again, and away you go. That's the deck. It's going to cantilever off of the platform. It'll give us like a 5-foot wide and a 3-foot deep area to stand on while we're entering the door. You put your propane tank on the outside there and make sure it's not off the door if you feel like getting outside for some air. This 3/4 inch ply deck that I stained and everything, I also would like to add that I used construction all the 2x6 joists underneath, and I did that to minimize any creaking or squeaking. I wanted to build this thing right the first time, not have to screw around with it. I know a lot of people ask me if I was insulating the walls, and I am not. I think if you insulate the walls, you're just going to give critters and bugs and mice a place to go in there and sleep and eat and poop and all that other stuff. So we have a heater in there. It'll be warm enough. All the windows are going to be open anyway during the hunting season, so it will survive. Now we'll have to flip this upside down and attach the deck that kind of cantilevers off the bottom there with joist hangers. And as you can see, I went to my truck to get my hammer and it wasn't there. The only thing I could find was a ball peen hammer laying around, and I made do with what I had.
Point it up too. You're painting off the ground.
I'll probably end up putting some 4x4 posts off the edge of that deck also, just for some extra support. These things are great. Find out how the elevators are. I think I paid around $100 for the 4 of them on Amazon. And you can see that it's literally taking me to set that on there, drill these with lag bolts and my impact. I'm sure you guys could figure out the angles and build your own legs or just nail in 6x6s or whatever you want to do straight down. But we've used them before. This is the box they came in. I just thought I'd get a shot of this just in case somebody wants to see. And this is kind of everything staged and ready to go. The next time we come up, we'll add the 4x4 legs. I have a cable hanging from that tree up on the right there. I'm going to put it where the ladder isn't. I have like a sky cable overhead.